What up, YouTube junkies? Okay, before you say anything, I apologize. I forgot my GoPro. Okay? So I know some of you were kind of questioning the visual quality, but we're gonna rock the Sena 10C today because I forgot my GoPro. Well, gosh dang it. Welcome to Skeptical Electrical. Will lightning strike? Ooh, I know. That was a shameful pun. Anyway, 3 bikes for today's topic. Tres bikitos. Number 1, the easiest one to pick on, Harley Davidson Livewire. Oh my god. Alright, so they finally committed to, I think, September 2019. They advertised $29,487 or something like that, just shy of $30,000. And I have heard from quite a few people that it's basically a $15,000 Zero with a $15,000 Charger. Ouch. Yeah, after all this hype and delay and everything, the specs were lackluster and the price tag made everybody go, really? So here we are, and I'm going to start talking mess about it because it is still not available from the dealer, okay? Which is my biggest gripe. I mean, for me, I wish Harley would hurry up and release it. Yeah, the price was kind of disappointing, to say the least. But here is why it made today's list for me. I feel like with all of the negative reception that Harley is getting from, just the general magazine editorials and the community at large being very disappointed at the performance versus the price, I am afraid that Harley Davidson is going to call it quits before they even get the ball fully rolling. They might drop a few off at dealers and be like, hey, this is our production bike and blah blah, and we're committing to our words of going to electric for the future generations and blah 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 blah. But I think they missed the mark. They may have been too optimistic on their side of the table. So given the fact that they are a long-standing company with a reputation to uphold, mixed with this blend of, we need to reach the younger generations and we need to keep our bloodline alive and blah blah blah, they're scared, right? Because they're not making a whole lot of money right now and their sales are starting to dip and yada yada yada. So the gut feeling that I have is that they're gonna panic. Like I said, they'll roll a few of these out to the showroom floor, sell a couple, but they're not really going to back it long term. They're not gonna make an additional model, and they're not going to be like, hey, we're ramping up production and blah blah blah. Now I hope, see, I said the H word. I really try not to say hope nowadays, but it would be great if I was extremely wrong on this, and if Harley Davidson sold a ton of them, they got all excited, made more models, and really got their brand committed, and I mean genuinely committed to making more electric motorcycles. That would be pretty spectacular. But I have said my piece on the Harley Davidson Livewire. Rest in peace. The next one, I guess, is kind of a teaser, right? Because Ducati, the Duke, is talking about releasing an electric model in 2021. But they're just kind of yeah, we're going to be cool and join everybody else. But that's all hearsay at this point. There's no real solid information to go on, so whatever. So Ducati gets to make the list because they're playing the hype game like a few other people. But this electrical is skeptical because anybody can step on a podium and spit out some quick numbers and empty promises. But let's see if they make something of it, because we all know that Ducati is another respected brand, even though their reputation is one that their bikes will never be reliable. They are still highly sought after. So, I don't know. Maybe their chargers will fail and the batteries will fall out of the bike or something, but they're going to look insanely gorgeous, right? So, if that happens, sweet. Because, again, my stance is the more companies in the game, the better. Speaking of which, moment of silence for Alta Motors, if we could. Oh, look at this. We got some flashy lights. Ooh, careful. Careful, people. You're good, man. You're good. Safety first, blind corner, all of that. Oh, my God. Good thing I didn't get squished. Oh, loud! Party people! Jump for joy! Alright. So now, in the blue corner, newcomer! Well, okay. Anyway. Lightning motorcycles. Wow! Did you guys see that teaser photo? Sexy! But here's the thing, right? It's just a teaser photo. Now we all have to wait until March. So why did this bike make the list? The Lightning Strike. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Primarily, you all know that my feeling is that Lightning technically doesn't exist. I want them to exist. Lightning is like the unicorn of the Fantasyland that would make everything perfect. Okay? They've got the styling, they've got the power, they've got phenomenal range if you go with the, I think it's a 20 kilowatt battery pack. And they also have the DC charging options. So, I mean, essentially everything you could ask for, but at a cost, right? Because Lightning is fairly expensive. Let's just say on average, between the model range of the LS218 is what I'm referring to. The LS218, which is supposedly for sale at the moment, is on an average of $40,000. You can kit it out to be closer to 45, I think, and then I think the smallest battery pack you can squeak in at like 38,000, something like that. So we're gonna go with 40 as a general number. The company itself represents everything that is ideal. I know, I just said they're expensive, but that's where the Strike would come in, right? The rumors are they are to be, and I call them rumors because Lightning themselves have not come out and officially announced all the details of the Strike. But what we know, or we think we know, what we'd like to think we know, is that it is the equivalent of a 600cc sport bike, 150 mile range, 150 mile an hour top speed, 35-minute DC fast charge. Starting at 13,000, like less than 13,000, right? Because people like to play that game, oh, it's $12,934. It's less than 13,000, which is fine. I get that. I'll accept it. So let's be honest that the 150 mile range, 150 mile an hour top speed, 35-minute DC fast charging is most likely a higher trim and not the $13,000 model. Now, if they come out and they totally make me stick my foot in my mouth and everything on that spec range is $13,000, that would be phenomenal. It would be super hard not to buy it, right? I mean, let's talk about it, honestly. The equivalent of a 600cc sport bike, 150 mile an hour top speed, 150 mile range, charging in about 30 minutes, because you're never going to ride to 0% battery, right? God. I mean, who wouldn't buy that for $13,000? That just makes Zero SRs, I'm sorry, but it makes it look ridiculous. Like, why would you do a Zero SR if you could go buy a Lightning? Well, a valid argument is because Lightning has all of like one dealer at the moment. But I mean, honestly, is that enough to hold you back? Is it? I'd like to know, because I'll tell you what, I would personally struggle with the fact that that dealer's in California. So if I bought a Strike and there was any major issues that needed to be dealer serviced, I'm out of bike for weeks at minimum, most likely months, right? Ooh, man, that's tough to swallow. But I mean, honestly, if they come out swinging in March and they're like, hey, these bikes are ready to rock. We have production models already ready for sale, and come and get them, guys. Come buy our Lightnings. That would be super sick. Super sick. And it would definitely set the bar for all the other players in the industry who think they know what they're doing. Right? Right. However, I want to see it. I'm not going to be a believer until I see these bikes for sale, okay? Not only on the website, but I'm talking real world owners on YouTube, Instagram, I don't know, Facebook, whatever. I want to see these bikes out in the wild from people who actually own them and are riding them, and they're in their possession and they just love them. You know, that'd be great. Because like I said about the LS218, I haven't seen any out in the wild. I mean, and when I say that, the internet counts. If I saw them on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram from real world people who own them, and they're just regular Joe Schmoes, and they're like, hey, check out my bike. I dropped it today. Darn it. I gotta go buy a new fairing or something. You know? I mean, stuff that really matters. Not this promotional, or like you might catch a glimpse of one at a racetrack because it was taken there in a van or something. I don't know. You stay in your lane there, buggy. Anyway, so that's why it's on my skeptical list. Alright? So again, thumbs up if it's legit. That would be amazing, and I'd be all for it. So positive energy. But I'm going to be skeptical as bloop until I actually see the bike. Yes. Honorable mention is the Zero SRF. And that's an honorable mention because to me there's not a whole lot of hype behind it. Zero tried to hype it, but I think that kind of fell flat. They're just so lackluster at the moment. But I don't know. I would invite Zero to step their game up and come out with something exciting. But yeah. For now, we're going to call it quitsies. And I thank you guys for watching. There is a comment section below. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. It's, you know, just below the video. Feel free to spill your guts and agree or disagree or share your thoughts. Discuss the state of the community as you see it. And I'm going to say that the closing thought is we still need to improve infrastructure everywhere. AC charging, DC charging, and some other new technology that we haven't invented yet. It's just going to be super amazing, and all the bikes will charge in 2 minutes flat. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Smash that like button. And did I say smash? Did I really do that? That's disgusting. Oh my god. I'm going to try and live with that. We're not going to edit that out, but I'm going to tell you what, we'll probably never say that on this channel again. Alright, gents and ladies, you have a good one. Stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all.